Hello and what is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Crew Motorfest, and in this video we are going to be doing a full deep dive on the car list. Now before we go any further, I do want to go ahead and thank Ubisoft for allowing me to get early access to this game and check it out, and also I want to let y'all know that this footage is being recorded on the PC version of the game. So without any further ado, let's dive on in, starting with the Acura NSX, the 2017 NSX. We also have the 2017 NSX Drift Edition and the NSX GT3. Next up, we have Ariel with the 2015 Nomad and the the 2015 Atom, and then the 2015 Nomad. My bad on that one. Then we have Aston Martin, starting with the 2012 V12 Vantage Zagato, then the 2012 V8 Vantage S, the 2012 Vanquish, then the 2016 Vulcan, and the 2016 Vulcan the Duke. Now, from there, we're going to move on to Audi with the 2016 R8 V10 Plus, and then the R8 V10 Spider, the 2021 R8 V10 Spider, then the RS5 Coupe. Then we have the 2018 RS5 Coupe USST Official Edition. Then we have the R3 LMS from 2017. Then we have the S1 EKS RX Quattro. That's a mouthful of a name. Then we have the TTRS Coupe. And then now we get to move on to a plane. This is the Beechcraft Model 17 Staggerwing. Then Bentley, we're in the B's now. So we have the 2010 Continental Supersports, the 2010 Continental Supersports Racing Edition, and then the 2020 Mulliner Bacalar. I am so sorry if I obliterated that pronunciation, but I am not sure how to pronounce that. Also, that got very mad at me for a second. Now we have BMW, starting with, and this, I'm sure this is going to be a pretty deep list. So we have the 2018 i8 Roadster, then we have the i8 Roadster Stellar Edition, then the 2017 M2, then the 2014 M4, definitely going to be doing some builds of that. We also have the 2014 M Performance M4 Racing. Then we have the 2021 M4 Competition Coupe, the new G80. Then we have the M4 Liberty Walk Edition, which looks so sick. Then we have the 2011 BMW M5, the 2011 M5 Drift Edition, the 2016 M6 GT3. This thing is so massive that it literally dwarfed some of the other cars on track in its day. Then the 2019 M8 Competition Coupe, another very, this thing's a chonky, absolute chonker machine. Then we have the 2019 M8 Competition Coupe Interceptor unit. Then the M8 No Rules Edition. I don't really know too much about that one. Then the M8 Performance Edition. Then the 2010 X6M, 2011 Z4, 2011 Z4 Rally Raid, 2011 Z4 Drift Edition, 2011 Z4 GT3, definitely want one of those in my garage. Then the 2019 Z4 M40i, essentially the BMW-bodied variant of the Mark V Supra. Then the Z4 Agent Edition, then the Z4 Motorfest Edition. And then we have also some BMW motorcycles like the R1200 GS Adventure, the R1200 GS Rally Raid Edition, the 2015 S1000RR, and the 2015 Racing Edition of the S1000RR. Now we move on to Bugatti, starting with the 2021 Bolide. This thing is nuts in every possible way. Then we also have the 2019, I am not going to attempt to pronounce that, but if you want to try, go right ahead. We also have the 2017 Bugatti Chiron, the Chiron Carbon Edition with some wild aero. We have the Chiron Interceptor unit, as well as the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus and the Devo. Then we also have the Devo Emerald Storm Edition, the Devo Magma Edition, the EB110 Supersport from 92, and then the Anodized Edition, which that was a Crew 2 exclusive, it looks like. And then the 2019, again, if you want to attempt to pronounce that, go ahead. Then we have the Type 57 SC Atlantic from 1936, Then the Veyron Vitesse from 2016, the Veyron Deep Blue Edition, the Veyron Edition 1, and the Veyron Barchetta, which the Veyron Barchetta is something that I personally never even remember seeing back in 2015, but this thing is wild looking. It's got a much wider front grille than the original Veyron as well. Now for Cadillac, we have the 1949 Coupe de Ville, the Marcos Cab edition of the same car. We have the Cyclone XP74 Concept, the Eldorado Brome, the 2012 Escalade, which I'm not surprised is here at all, the Escalade Racing Edition, Escalade Rally Raid, and Escalade Vault Enforcer? Oh, geez. Now into Chevy. So we're starting off with the 51 3100, the 3100 Rocket Co. We have the 69 Camaro RS, the RS Racing Edition, the Rally Raid Edition, the Rally Edition, and then we have the 2010 SS Drift Edition, Race Edition, and then we also have a Dragster Edition of that same car, a Rally Raid Edition of that same car, Rally Edition, and Monster Edition. And also the Bend Edition? Not sure what the Bend Edition is. 71 Z28, Z28 Enforcer. That's so sick. Then we have the ZL1. We have the ZL1 Rift Edition. Oh, I thought it was a mistake where it actually was supposed to say Drift, but no, it's the Rift Edition. 70 Chevelle SS, C2 Corvette 2.0 Edition, which looks incredible. C3 Racing, C3 Racing F1 R3 Edition. And then the C7 Stingray, Drift Edition, Dragster Edition, and then C7 ZR1, Gold Nugget Edition, Convertible, and Long Range Edition. We also have the C8 in the normal, then the Donut Media Edition, the Interception Unit. We have the C8R. Oh, the C8R is going to be so good, too. 63 Grand Sport. We have the Grand Sport Armored Edition, which I don't know how much armor you'd have in that because it is an open-top car. We have the ZR1. We have the C6R. We have the Impala Sport Sedan Racing Edition and Standard Edition, of course. And then also there's... Oh! That's kind of unexpected. So is this. And then we also have the Silverado 1500, which this is actually a really common truck to see all over the place. So I'm kind of glad that it's in the game as a usable vehicle. Then, of course, we have the Monster Edition of that same truck, followed by the Rally Raid Edition and the Evo Rally Raid Edition, the Outdoors Edition, and the Race Truck Edition. Moving on to Chrysler, we have the 300 SRT8, 300 Crown Edition, and 300 Limousine, one of multiple limousines in the game, Citroen C3 Racing, Citroen GT. We also have the Creators cars. This is the SM71, the DMC12 How to Drift, the Hunter 51, the Masked Leader, the Tempesta, the Ice Hunter, and the, let's see. Oh, wow, that thing looks nuts. I don't even know what brand that is, but that's wild. DCB M31 wide body boat, 3 different variants of the DeLorean. I dig the Rat Edition. It's very Tron inspired. Into Dodge now, we have a 70 Charger RT. Yes, I know, already massive driver San Francisco vibes. We have the RT Riff Edition. Is it just Riff? I guess. Okay. I don't know what Riff Edition means, but we've also got the SRT Demon. We've got the Demon Awaken Edition. We have the Demon Interception Unit, the SRT Hellcat. We have the SRT 392. I'm really glad that they've got all of the different, trim levels. We've got the Drift Edition SRT8, the Racing Edition SRT8, the Dragster Edition. I know a lot of people are going to be building those. Rally Raid Edition, Rally Edition, Monster Edition, and then also 69 Charger RT in Drift Edition and Racing Edition and Demolition Derby Edition, Rally Edition, Masked Edition. There are so many different editions of this thing. Holy crap. Let's see. Hellcat Red Eye Wide Body, and then the 2012 SRT8, SRT Racing Edition, Rally Edition, and then Lab Edition? That's a little bit different. And then the Viper SRT Coupe from 2010, the 03 Competition Coupe when they changed body styles, and then the 2013 GTS in Drift Edition, Drag Edition, and Lightning Edition. Now on to Ducati for some bikes, a 2015 Diavel, 2015 Hypermotard, a 2015 Rally Raid edition of the same bike, Monster 1200S, and then a Rally Raid edition of that, then the Panigale R, and then a racing edition of that, followed by the Dragster, which looks like a wild concept bike. We have the Aerobatic Plains 01 Extra 330 SC. We have a few different, these Fender vehicles are more of like, they look like they're basically demolition derby cars, pretty much. We're not going to go into too much detail on those, but if y'all want to look at them, you can back the video up a little bit. Now moving on to Ferrari 365 GTB4 Competizione from 1971, 2014 458 Speciale, and then the Drift Edition, the 458 Italia GT2. We have the 488 Pista, we have the 488 GT3, 512 TR, 599XX Evo, 812 Superfast, Enzo from 02, the list goes on. F12 Berlinetta from 2013, F12 TDF, F40, F40 LM, FXXK, and LaFerrari. Interestingly enough, though, it looks like the F50 is absent. So we have the Ford Bronco from 2021, the two-door Bronco, Hawaii Scenic Tour Edition, Crown Vic from 08, and then, of course, the interception unit, which you gotta have, the limo, the drift limo, the taxi, the Raptor race truck, the Raptor race truck Ghost Recon Edition. I love that. And then we also have the older Raptor, the first-gen Raptor, the Raptor Racing Edition, Raptor Monster Edition, and then the Rally Raid Enforcer Raptor, and then the Evo 2 Rally Raid Raptor, Raptor from outer space, apparently. Does that have dualies? That's a bit unexpected. 2017 Fiesta Rally Car, 2010 Focus RS, Focus RS Drift Edition, I'm guessing rear-wheel drive converted, maybe. Focus RS Racing Edition, Dragster Edition, and Rally Raid Edition. Focus RS, another Rally Raid Edition, and then the newer Focus RS in Rallycross trim, Glow Motorsport Edition Rallycross trim, 05 GT with multiple editions, 2017 GT with also multiple editions of that, 69 Mustang Boss 429, Mustang GT from 2011, Mustang GT Drift Edition from 2011, Mustang GT Race Edition. It goes on and on and on. Monster Edition, 2024 Mustang GT Convertible, and then Convertible Motorfest Edition. You also have the 2015 GT Fastback in multiple different editions. I wonder what the Stunt Edition is for. I wonder what its, like, special trait is. We also have the GT500 Interceptor, the Road Force 1, the Tribute Edition, and the standard GT500 from 2013. We have Forsberg Racing with a full collection of drift cars. This is wild. I was not expecting to see such a large collection of cars from Forsberg Racing. The, let's see, Frauscher 1414 Demon, a boat. We have the GMC Hummer EV. We have the Granville Brothers Aircraft, let's see, GBR1, Grumman F8F Bearcat, Harley-Davidson Iron 883, and Street Glide, Harman Rocket HR3, Honda now, as far as cars go, it looks like they have the cars and bikes separated. 2016 Type R, 2021 Type R, 2021 Type R Fitted Edition, NSX, S2000, another S2000, the Motorfest Edition, and the Red Panther Edition S2000 with apparently hood exit exhausts. And then as far as Honda bikes go, CB1000R Neo Sports Cafe and CBR 1000RR SP2. Hummer-wise, H1 Alpha, Standard Edition, Monster Edition, Rally Raid Edition, Rally Raid Edition again. Let's see, Wildlife Watchers Edition, Hummer HX Concept and HX Concept Enforcer Unit, Ice Marine Blade Runner 35, some Indian motorcycles, the Chief Dark Horse, the FTR 1200S, the Scout, and the Scout Cruiser Edition. Moving on again, Infiniti Q60 Project Black S Concept. Now for Ivory Tower, these are going to be some cars created by the developers. Some really sick options, though. Jaguar now, 2013 CX-75. This car, I loved the idea of it, but it didn't really catch on in kind of the public eye. We have some really cool editions of it, though. E-Type, E-Type Champion Edition, Roadster, F-Type SVR Coupe, and SVR Coupe, oh my god, Professional Edition. Jeep-wise, Grand Cherokee SRT 8, and then Rally Raid Edition, Monster Edition, Moab Quicksand Concept, 2012 Wrangler Base, Evo 1, Evo 2, Wrangler Pioneer Edition, and then Rubicon Unlimited 392, Kawasaki. Now, they have a really long list of bikes in this game. 1984 Ninja, 1984 Ninja Racing Edition, KX450F, and then Street Tier 1, Rally Raid Edition, Ninja H2, Ninja H2 Racing Edition, Ninja H2 Light Rider Edition, Z1000 ABS, and Z1000 ABS Racing Edition. Koenigsegg now, Agera R Drift Edition, CCGT, CCR, Gamera Outclassed Edition, Yesco, 1-to-1, and Regera. Moving on now again to KTM, 1190 RC8R, 1190 RC8R Power Track Edition, RC8R Track, Super Duke R ABS, 450 EXC, and then a Street Tier 1, a Nighthawk Edition, a Red Bull Edition, a Rally Edition, and then we also have a quad from KTM, the 525 XC Race Spec, then the RC16 Red Bull Team, the RC16 Tech 3, the Crossbow GT2, GT4 Raw Edition, GTX, Crossbow R from 2016, and then R, and then Spear Racing Edition. So much going on with all of these different specs. Now onto Lamborghini. We have the 2012 Aventador, which all of y'all know and love, and we're going to start going through these a little bit faster now because I'm noticing the runtime getting really long, but if y'all want to take a closer look at anything, feel free to pause the video and dive into that. The Egoista is definitely a car that I want to spend some time with because that thing looks absolutely nuts. Let's see, multiple different varieties of the Gallardo, the Huracan, we have the Miura, we have the LP640, which I'm so excited to have in the garage, the Revuelto, the Reventon, the Scion Roadster, oh my god, the Terzo Millennio, that thing is nuts! The Urus, the Veneno Interception Unit, and the Technomar for Lamborghini 63, which is a boat. We also have the Land Rover Defender Works V8 70th Edition, Intrepid Outdoors Edition, and Pierce Edition. Then on to Lotus, we have the Avaya, we have the Avaya Pure Edition, Evora GTE, multiple editions of that, and multiple editions of the Exige, Maserati Alfieri Concept, Gran Turismo S, and then the Race Edition, the MC12, the MC20. Now for Mazda, we have a long list. We have multiple Miatas, the RX-3, multiple editions of the RX-7, the RX-8, with different levels and different trims among them. Mercedes AMG. Again, we're just going to go through this a little bit quicker now, and if you want to check out a car a little bit more in depth, you can pause the video on that specific car, but I don't want to make this video run on for too long. So do keep that in mind if you are wanting to scroll to a specific vehicle and check it out. Now, oh, that's going to be sick to drive, though. Mini, we have a pretty good selection here. The aero on this thing is wild. And then, of course, we've got a couple of rally cars in there as well. Mitsubishi makes a really good showing, actually, a really impressive showing in this game. McLaren, we have the 12C all the way through to like the 720 Spider, multiple different editions of that. The Elva, which I really want to drive, the P1 Gold Line Edition, that thing looks incredible. And of course, the Senna GTR. Nissan, we're going to be going through a long list of not only gorgeous cars, but gorgeous body kits to go along with those cars. Also a 370Z monster truck, if that is something that you felt that you needed in your life. We have multiple different variants of the R34, also the R34 monster truck, also the high-octane edition of the R34 GTR, essentially the Fast and Furious R34 GTR, and the Lucky Dragon edition. We've got the P51 Mustang, we've got the F4U Corsair, we've got multiple different Paganis, actually, which these, I'm not necessarily shocked to see them in the game, but I'm really glad they're here. Peugeot 3008 DKR Maxi, which is essentially looks like a Dakar Rally build. We've got the PC21. I don't really know much about that, although we do have the 70 Roadrunner and the Freedom Edition and the La Verde Edition of the same car. Going through the selection of Pontiacs, though, we do get a pretty good selection of Pontiacs, to be fair. Porsche now. Starting off in 1955 with the 550 Spider, we're going to go all the way through this, and I'm going to let y'all dive into any one of these cars that you want to spend more time looking at, because there are so many gorgeous vehicles in this list that, and I know that like everyone is going to have different favorites, and so I want to give you all the freedom to pause the video whenever you want to look more in detail at any of these cars, because the list of Porsches in this game is absolutely tremendous. Oh, this thing is gorgeous. So is this, the Old Timer Edition. Oh, 959 Raid, the Carrera GT Green Flash Edition, Cayenne Turbo GT. There are so many incredible cars. Cayman GT4 Wasp Edition, Panamera Turbo S Sport Turismo, Taycan Turbo S, and then we have some proto vehicles, which are, some of these are open wheel cars, some of these are buggies, and then back to open wheels again. And then, whoa, what are these? It almost looks like it's based on the 32 Ford, but not fully. That is wild. Where are these from? And we have some boats in here as well. A couple of Rams. We got the Rebel TRX Concept, the TRX Concept Enforcer unit, some Red Bull open wheel cars, some Formula cars, a few Renaults, which are cool to see, some Roughs, which those are always, I love to see these in games. The fact that we are still seeing Rough in video games, especially alongside other Porsches, is so cool to me. We have some Salines, let's see, the S1 GT4 Cup, Icebreaker Edition, S7 Twin Turbo, then the Glacier Edition, the S7R. Then we have a few Shelbys, which are actually, we got a pretty good selection of those too. Slick 330 HP. Spiker being in the game is amazing, by the way. And then we also have the Supermarine Spitfire Mark, what is that, 9, I think? Suzuki Gixxer R1000R, GSX RR, and then the RM Z450, Toyota Mark V Supra, and then the Drift Edition, the Liberty Walk Edition, the Mark IV Supra, the Ryzen Edition, and the 2021 Tacoma, which I can't wait to drive, a few TVRs, which are always good to see, a Vector Boat, a amazing selection of Volkswagen Beetles and GTIs, and of course, buses. I love this shortened one. That thing is so hilarious. It's so cute. We also have the, oh my God, they're calling it the high school edition. That is hilarious. I want to know who's going to build one of these into something. We have the YMF 5D Super, the Yamaha VMAX 1700, the YZ450F, the YZR M1, and then finally the Zivco Edge 530 V3. And that is every single vehicle in the Crew Motorfest. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know which one was your favorite in the comments down below, and I will see y'all next time.